can you see him?
No, I still just see you.
Okay, so when I go to live meeting, okay, let me sign me out of live meeting. So it wasn't prompting for the second login.
Yeah, you will probably have to log out of PrimeGov all the way and log back in.
How about now?
No, it's still showing as you.
It shows me his name in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, no, but I'm getting you as the person, that the current attendee.
Okay, I'm gonna sign out again and completely close it.
Mickey, can you hear me? This is Craig.
Yes, I can.
Very good. Thank you.
Michelle, if it does it again, we may need to clear the cookies on your internet browser. Are you using Chrome?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just making sure.
Mickey, this is Laura.
Yes, ma'am.
So if Craig Freeman logs in, let me know and I will log out so that the two of us are not reflected simultaneously in PrimeGov.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, Michelle, I can see him as Carl now.
Thank you. It showed his name here just like it does right now.
So are we ready?
No, sir.
I didn't think so.
Okay, Laura, I see that Craig just logged into PrimeGov.
Okay, then I will stay on the Zoom part, but I will log out of PrimeGov. Unless you think it's fine for us both to be in there.
I turned your voting buttons off since I saw him log in, but I can do it either way.
Nope, that's perfect. Thank you.
You ready?
Mickey, you let us know when you're ready to start.
As far as I know, we're still waiting on Francis.
Okay. Did you see Chris?
Are we good to start the meeting?
Greg, they were waiting for Francis.
This front.
Frances Kersey. She's the secretary.
What time is your other meeting today?
3.
Where do you have to be?
That other garage over there.
Okay.
I'll do whatever I'm supposed to do.
Okay, Michelle, you can proceed.
Okay. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Prior to the beginning of the meeting, we have a little video conference discussion that needs to be made. I'll go through that right now. Thanks for joining us for the video conference meeting. We have a few announcements to make regarding the video conference meeting. One, if the video conference is disconnected at any time during the meeting should be stopped and reconvened once the connection is restored. If communications are unable to be restored with 30 minutes, items remaining for consideration will be continued to later today, July 7th at 4 p.m. via video conference. The agenda and documents are located on okc.gov. Anyone wishing to speak about an agenda item, public hearing, or to speak under citizens to be heard, please call 405-297-2422 or email oquit-support@okc.gov. Please provide your name, phone number, the item number, and the reason you wish to comment. If you call in after your item has been heard, you will be allowed to speak under citizens to be heard. Speaker will be allowed 3 minutes to comment. I ask that all participants, except the trust members, keep their phones on mute until they are recognized to speak. Trust members will be allowed to ask questions or comment at any time during the meeting. Having finished that, I will call the meeting to order. The minutes of the June 16th, 2020 Oklahoma City Water Utility Trust meeting have been distributed. I'd recognize a motion for approval. Yay, has it not? Okay. Moving into consent docket. A, B, C. Oh. Okay, it's passed. Moving into the consent docket, we have items A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And if there's any items for discussion, please mention them now. Otherwise, I will recognize a motion to approve the consent docket. Yes. It's been moved and seconded. Seconded by Craig Freeman, moved by Jessica Martinez Brooks. It's passed. Next item is the concurrence docket. Concurrence with the city of Oklahoma City in renewing contracts for engineering services, civil engineering services for water and wastewater construction related activities, estimated annual fee of $350,000. I would recognize a motion for approval. Any comments? Someone would move the motion. It's been moved by David Greenwell, seconded by Craig Freeman. It passes. Next item, emergency construction contracts by resolution. 4 affirmative votes required for approval. First one, resolution ratifying the actions of the general manager and declaring an emergency. Project SC 1069, emergency sanitary sewer repair, 2601 Northwest Expressway, $119,775. I would recognize a motion to approve. There's been a motion and a second. Jessica Martinez Brooks and David Greenwell will vote. It passes. Next item, resolution ratifying the actions of the general manager in declaring an emergency. Project WE-0092, emergency 24-inch water line repair, 6800 South Air Depot Boulevard, $78,060. I'd recognize a motion for approval and a second. We have a motion from Jessica Martinez Brooks and a second by Craig Freeman. Okay. And it passes. We next have an item for individual consideration. Ninth Amendment to lease agreement with the City of Oklahoma City and East Wharf Development LLC, approving renewals and extension term and clarifying maintenance and inspection standards. Lake Hefner Reservoir north of Britton Road and east of Lake Hefner Parkway, August the 2nd, 2024 through August the 1st of 2049. I would recognize a motion for approval. Jessica Martinez Brooks and David Greenwell. And it passes. Thank you. Are there any items from trustees? Seeing none, we'll move into the general manager report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, we'll talk about the FY 2020 pro forma through June 30th of 2020. The revenues for water and wastewater were as expected, but let me give you a little bit of background on that one. So we still have about 11,000 customers in arrears. We are not shutting off water at this time for non-payment. The number of customers seems to be static. We were close to 10,000 in April, and now we're at about 11,000, and they've been there for months. The amount of payment in arrears is just under $5 million. So that really hasn't increased either. So some folks are starting to pay their bills. If not, then that arrears dollar amount would continue to grow, but it's been under $5 million for a couple of months now. The good news is this year we've actually sold about 4 billion gallons more water so far this calendar year than we did compared to last year. And so that's kind of helping us. Last year we had a really wet late spring, early summer. So right now we're actually selling a lot more water. So it's making up that differential. So that's why our revenues seem to be on track. I'll give you the annual pro forma, hopefully at the next meeting. We're still crunching a few numbers there. Next item, we got a ruling from Judge Dewberry on our Sardis permit. The judge ruled in our favor, but at the last day, the folks down in Southeast Oklahoma filed a petition with the Oklahoma Supreme Court. And so that petition will be heard by the Supreme Court. Craig is telling me it could be as early as about a year, but it may be longer than that. Craig, do you need to add anything to that?
This is Craig. To add that we have a very aggressive schedule for filing briefs. Outside counsel is already working on briefs, both in response to the petition in error and in the cross petition, which was filed on behalf of the city and the Water Trust on issues that we raised at the district court level, and we would like to have heard at the Supreme Court level as well.
Thank you. And the last thing, tomorrow is a very special day. Happy birthday, Mr. Chairman.
Thank
You
you.
have a great day.
Appreciate it.
And that's all I have.
Very good. Are there any citizens to be heard? If they are, they need to press *6 to unmute themselves. Seeing none, I'd recognize a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Okay, thank you.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We consider ourselves adjourned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.